So, hello everyone. This is my first time performing any open mic, and this is the first time I'm on a stage like this. So, let me introduce myself. I am a recovering people pleaser, and recovery is going quite well. Yesterday, someone asked me to do something which I didn't wanted to do, and instead of saying yes immediately, I said, okay, let me think about it. Growth, I said to myself. So, we people pleasers, we don't have opinions, we have customer service. Okay. So I call this piece, I didn't want to disappoint anyone, so I disappointed myself. So for a very long period of time, my default setting was what would make everyone happy? What would create the least amount of conflict? I thought being a good person meant always being available, always saying yes, always understanding, always adjusting. I thought love meant sacrifice, family meant sacrifice, friendship meant sacrifice. But nobody told me that the person sometimes being sacrificed was me. And that wasn't even for myself. Because people pleasing doesn't start in some dramatic way, it starts very innocently. You just want to be there for people, you reply fast, you care a little extra, and you want people around you to feel loved. While none of that sounds unhealthy, it sounds more like being a good person. But somewhere along the way, something shifts. You stop being kind because you want to, and you start being kind because you feel responsible. Everyone should be happy around me. Everyone should feel included. Everyone should be comfortable. And if they weren't, somehow it becomes your problem too. Slowly, my entire personality started revolving around keeping other people comfortable. And I forgot to ask myself a very simple question. Am I comfortable? I started saying yes when I was exhausted, agreeing when I wanted to say no, showing up when I needed rest. And that's a dangerous trade because the person who pays the price is always you. The strange thing is, at first, it feels like a good thing. You tell yourself you're being kind, you're being supportive, you're being good daughter, a good friend, a good person. But eventually, you realize something. The more available you become for everyone else, the less available you become for yourself. And one day you realize there's nothing left in the tank. So for very long, my energy belonged to everyone else. My thought belonged to everyone else. Sometimes even my decision belonged to people around me. And somewhere in all of that, I stopped being belonging to myself. Honestly, it wasn't making me a better person. It was exhausting me. Because when you're constantly focused on making everyone comfortable, nobody notices how uncomfortable you are, and not even you. For a very long time, I confused being needed with being loved, but they're not the same thing, not even close. Now, I don't think everyone is here to take advantage of your kindness. There are some beautiful, genuine people on this world who just don't take from you, who see your kindness and respect it, who help you understand that your love, your care is deserved to be directed towards yourself too. And while those people are rare, they do exist. I have some people in my life, thankfully. But the problem with people pleaser is we aren't very good at quality control. We give everyone the same access to us, the same energy, like an open Wi Fi with unlimited emotional data, no password. Connect as many devices as you want. And for me, if someone showed me the smallest amount of affection, a thoughtful gesture, I would immediately feel like I owed them everything. One step from them would mean 100 steps from me. That's how I used to live. Ignoring red flags, excusing behaviors, convincing myself people were better for me than they actually were, just because they made me feel seen for a moment. Now, looking back, I don't completely regret it. Those experiences taught me that not everyone deserves unlimited access to me. But I do regret the time, the energy, the emotional rent I paid trying to earn things that should never have needed to be earned in the first place. Love, respect, understanding, care. And this wasn't just happening in one area of my life, it happened almost everywhere. So many decisions I made that weren't actually for me. They were reactions to expectations, to guilt, to fear, to the possibility that somebody might feel disappointed. And somewhere in all of that, I forgot to ask myself what I actually wanted. And that's the thing nobody tell a people pleaser. The more available you become, the more invisible you become. Instead of saying, I'm glad you're here, it becomes, well, of course you're here. They stop seeing it as a gift and they start seeing it as normal, almost like your job. Not because they are bad people. Sometimes it's simply because you have taught them that you're gonna be here no matter what, no matter the condition, no matter the situation. And the moment you can't, or the moment you choose yourself, even a little bit, everyone notices the absence. But there were very few people who noticed the effort when it was there. And that's when I realized something. I had spent so much time making a space for everyone else that I never really checked if there was any left for me. So healing from people pleasing is hard. It's not easy. It's not one decision, not one boundary, not that one conversation where you say no. You relapse, you feel guilty, you start wondering if you're becoming selfish. You miss the old version of yourself, that version that everyone liked, the version that everyone found easy. But every time you choose yourself, even a little bit, something changes. The word becomes clearer, not easier, just clearer. Can I have 2 minutes? Thank you. And I know some of us are just built this way, specifically if you are a Gemini. We put over in every feeling. We overcare, we overlove, we overthink, we overgive. But the goal here is not to become cold. Neither the goal is to stop caring. The goal is to stop abandoning yourself while caring. There's a difference. And I want to tell my childhood memory. So I didn't had a very great childhood, but I do remember one memory. There's one person in my life whose opinion mattered to me a lot. Like I can't express it in words. And we both had a chocolate. Very innocently, she said, I wish I had 2 chocolates. And I said, you can take mine. And now when I feel like, I think that explains me better than anything else. I've spent a lot of my life loving people by giving pieces of myself away, little by little, without even noticing. But maybe growing up isn't learning how to give more of yourself away. Maybe growing up is learning which parts of yourself deserves to stay. And maybe love, the real love, it was never supposed to require self-abandonment in the first place. So these days, I'm practicing a tiny little acts of revolution, being a rebellion, saying no, having preferences, taking up my own space, disappointing people occasionally. And surprisingly, the word has not ended. People still love me. People who matter are still here. And the people who only like the version of me that never said no, well, that was a useful information to have. I still overthink. I still feel guilty sometimes. But at least now, when I exhaust myself, it's actually for something which I actually chose. Thank you.